The sky will tremble as if the universe itself is taking its final breath. The stars that once burnt bright will fade into darkness, one after another, like dying sparks in a vast cold sea. The moon will lose its glow, the sun will collapse into shadow, and the heavens will rip apart, revealing a void that swallows every sound. People will look up, terrified, searching for answers, but there will be none left to give. The mountains that once stood proud will crumble into dust. The oceans will boil, and the very earth beneath our feet will split open. The air will thicken with fire, and everything that once felt eternal will vanish in an instant. The world we built, the dreams we chased, the illusions we clung to, all will dissolve as if they never existed. This is not fantasy, not legend, but truth written before time itself began. Every story has an ending, and this world's ending is closer than we think. The Quran describes it with terrifying beauty. When the sun is wrapped in darkness, when the stars scatter, when the mountains are set in motion, when the seas are set ablaze, when the graves are overturned, every soul will know what it has done and what it has left behind. These are not just verses of poetry, they are glimpses of reality, waiting beyond the horizon. The destruction of the universe will not be chaos without purpose. It'll be the unveiling of truth. For centuries, humans lived as if this world would never end, building empires, waging wars, chasing wealth, and ignoring the signs that the Creator placed before them. But when that day arrives, the arrogance of man will melt away. Every ruler, every soldier, every believer, every denier will stand equal under one sky. Stripped of pride, stripped of excuses, the first sound will shatter everything. The trumpet will blow, and the entire universe will freeze. The mountains will explode, the seas will evaporate, and the air itself will die. No heartbeat will continue. Every living thing, from the mightiest king to the smallest insect, will fall silent. Then, after what feels like eternity, the second blow will come. The trumpet will sound again, and life will return, but not as we know it. The ground will shake violently, throwing open the graves of all generations. The oceans will release their dead, and every soul will rise once more, eyes wide with fear and confusion. People will look around and see a land they have never seen before, flat, endless, without shadow or shelter. Time will no longer exist. The sun will hover close, its heat suffocating, and sweat will cover people according to their deeds. Some will be calm and glowing. Others will drown in their own fear. Then the angels will descend ranks upon ranks, filling the horizon, their wings brighter than lightning. Their presence will fill every heart with awe. The Quran says, "The day when the Spirit and the angels stand in rows, none will speak except He whom the Most Merciful permits." The command will echo through creation, "O mankind, stand before your Lord," and every soul will obey. The prophets will be called one by one: Adam, Noah, Ibrahim, Musa, Isa, each of them trembling, each saying, "Myself, myself," until the final messenger, Muhammad, steps forward and says, my ummah." Even on that day, his heart will plead for mercy for his followers. The books will be opened, not made of paper, but of light. Every deed, every word, every hidden thought will be there. Nothing will be erased. The Quran says, the record will be placed, and you will see the criminals fearful of what is in it. They will say, "What kind of book is this that leaves nothing small or great except that it has enumerated it?" The angels who wrote in silence through every moment of our lives will now stand as witnesses. The hands will speak, the feet will testify, and the skin itself will bear witness to every act. The tongue will be silent. There will be no lies, no defenses, no way to run. Those who believed and lived with sincerity will find light before them. Their faces will shine, and they will be given their record in their right hand. They will smile and say, "Here, read my record." They will find their smallest good deeds magnified: a word of kindness, a prayer in the night, a tear shed in repentance. Every pain they endured with patience will turn into reward. They will walk toward their destiny with peace in their hearts. But others will tremble as they receive their record from behind their backs or in their left hand. Their faces will darken, their hearts will break, and they will cry out, "Oh, how I wish I had never been given my record." They will wish to disappear, to return to dust, but it will be too late. The scales of justice will be brought forward, and every deed will be weighed. Some will find their smallest good deeds outweigh their sins, while others will realize that their grand acts were empty, done for fame or pride. For Allah judges not by size, but by sincerity. Even a grain of arrogance will weigh heavily. The earth will speak, revealing every secret it held. Where prayers were made, where sins were hidden, nothing will remain unspoken. And then, when all accounts are settled, Allah will declare, "To whom belongs all power today?" And the universe will answer, "To Allah, the One, the Almighty." Hell will be brought forth, its flames roaring, its sound like thunder. It will seem alive, hungry, waiting. The Quran says, when it sees them from a distant place, they will hear its fury and roaring. The sinners will be dragged in chains, their pride turned into shame. Angels will say, "Did no warner come to you?" And they will reply, "Yes, but we denied." The fire will not just burn the body, it will burn regret. Every moment they mocked the truth. Every time they turned away from repentance, will come back like fire in their hearts. Yet even then Allah's mercy will not be absent. The Prophet said, Allah will take out from hell whoever had even a mustard seed of faith in his heart. The mercy of Allah is endless, even when justice is complete. For the believers, another sound will rise, a sound of peace. The gates of paradise will open, shining brighter than the sun. Angels will welcome them with words that will erase every memory of pain. Peace be upon you for what you patiently endured. Enter paradise, the eternal home. Rivers will flow beneath gardens of green. The air will carry a fragrance unlike anything ever known. The people of paradise will laugh and embrace, their faces glowing with joy. There will be no time, no death, no sorrow, only peace. Families will reunite, friends will meet again, and every wound will be healed. And beyond all that beauty, the greatest reward will come, the sight of their Lord. The Quran says, faces on that day will be radiant, looking at their Lord. That moment will make eternity itself seem too short. All the pain, all the loss, all the waiting, it will all make sense. That sight will be worth every test. But we are not there yet. We are still living in the time before the end, though the signs are all around us. The Prophet said, the hour will not come until time passes quickly, until earthquakes increase, until bloodshed becomes common, and until people compete in constructing tall buildings. Look around, the signs are not coming. They are already here. The world is losing its soul. Truth is mocked, lies are glorified, and faith is treated as weakness. Corruption spreads faster than light, arrogance fills the air, and people live as if they will never die. The dialogue system is taking shape, deception, distraction, and false hope dominating hearts. The earth trembles, the oceans rage, and the sky seems to warn us. We chase pleasure, power, and fame, forgetting that every breath is borrowed. We delay repentance, saying tomorrow, but tomorrow is not promised. The angel of death does not knock, it enters silently. The Quran says, wherever you may be, death will overtake you. Even if you are within towers built up strong, every sunrise could be our last. For the world, the end may come in fire, in quakes, in chaos. But for each of us, the end begins the moment we take our final breath. That is when our personal Qiyamah starts. Now is the time to return before you are returned. To forgive before forgiveness is too late. To pray before prayer is prayed over you. To give before your wealth leaves your hands. To cry before your tears become fire. This world is temporary, and the journey is short. The Prophet said, be in this world as though you are a stranger or a traveler, because that's what we are, travelers, passing through a station, leaving behind everything except deeds. One day soon the trumpet will blow, the sky will tear, and every soul will rise. On that day, you won't be asked how rich you were, but how you lived. You won't be asked how long you lived, but what you did with that time. You won't be asked how many people followed you, but who you followed. And when it ends, when the stars die and the heavens fold like pages of a book, only one truth will remain: everything belongs to Allah. The end will not be the end for everyone. For the believer, it will be the beginning of forever. We're not ready for the end, but it's coming, and it may be closer than we think.